Hello again, everyone. This is John Fawcett, Warning Coordination Meteorologist for the National Weather Service Office serving southern New Mexico and far west Texas. This is the afternoon of August 1st, and this is the 8th anniversary of the historic, damaging El Paso flood. You remember that. This weather briefing is an update on our current flash flood scenario, and the potential impacts haven't changed. Flash flooding. And we told you about the really sensitive areas, burn scars in the Gila region, the saturated Sacramento Mountains, and you can add Sierra County and portions, and later we'll show you how we're adding Doñana County and part of Otero County and Hidalgo. That's coming up. Flash flooding, though, could occur anywhere in the peak time, which would be from this evening through Saturday evening, possibly into Sunday morning. West of the divide has the higher probability as we get into Sunday and Monday. Tonight we have an upper low sitting almost overhead. It's a weak one. It's actually a weakness between the upper high centers, noted by the blue H's. And look, we still have the remnants of that backdoor front sitting across the area. So put all that in the middle of all that moisture, and yes, there is potential for flash flooding later into tonight. The key is the atmosphere recovering from all that rain we had last night. Sometimes it takes a while to start heating the surface through all that cloud cover. Now, Saturday night, the upper low starts to drift to the northwest, but it's still here. And the front, though it is weakening, dissipating, it's still around. And yes, the moisture's still around. So the potential for flash flooding continues into tomorrow and tomorrow night. The upper high will be migrating further east and be over Colorado by Sunday night. And the upper low will be drifting off into northwestern Arizona. Still plenty of moisture, but notice the drier air that the models are attempting to bring around the high from the east. Notice also that compared to a day or two ago, that drier air is slowing down its progress. So we could be putting up with another saturated day on Sunday, and we might have to extend the flash flood watch into Sunday night. But we'll look at the scenario more before we make that move. And speaking of the weather scenario, the 24-hour radar estimated rainfall. Look at Doñana County. 2 to 3 inches in spots. Fortunately, last night it was spread out over several hours, so there wasn't really any major flooding. We can't count on that happening again. That it stretched up to the northeast into Otero County's lowlands, and also along the Continental Divide from the Boot Heel all the way up into the Gila region. So we have plenty of areas already saturated, and you add to that the Weather Prediction Center's estimated rainfall amounts over the next 2 days or so. There's a 3.5+ inch bullseye over southwestern New Mexico. The entire 8-county area is expected to get 1.5 inches to over 3 inches of rain. So this conservative outlook, you're going to have some isolated spots of maybe 5 inches. The weather scenario, according to the high definition model we looked at before, it was spot on for last evening overnight. And if that's true, if this is going to be the model of choice again, well, it's giving us a quiet day and things don't pick up until this evening in the Gila, and then a little later in the evening over El Paso County, Doñana County, a little bit of Hudspeth County. So if this does come true, that could give us a needed break, but I'm not counting on it because we have cells already popping up in many areas, and there's just too much moisture around. The uncertainties, again, exactly when and where the heavy rain is going to happen, that's hard to tell until maybe an hour or two ahead of time. And then when that westward shift in the heavy rain will actually occur. Now, is it going to wait until Sunday night or Monday morning? That's something we'll be looking at. Currently, the flash flood watch is for all the area till 8 a.m. Sunday. And we anticipate flash flood warnings as we have been issuing. More flood advisories perhaps a severe thunderstorm warning or two, but that'll be harder to get. The flash flood watch, area wide, watch out for 1 to 3 inches of rainfall and a couple of spots that could reach 5-inch totals over the 2 to 3 day period ahead of us. Expected impacts, our highest confidence flash flooding in the saturated areas, including, of course, the burn scars, and medium confidence in flood-prone areas elsewhere that may not have received as much rain. Still could be flooding there, though. Damaging wet microbursts, the chances of that happening are getting smaller, but still possible. We might extend the flash flood watch area-wide another day. Low confidence in that, but a higher confidence west of the Continental Divide. Emergency managers, you have our 24/7 unlisted number. You know how to reach us. I urge you to do so if you need to. And then everybody, our Facebook page, our Twitter account, which I'm really happy to see getting all that activity on there, YouTube channel, and our web page. Thank you for your time, and we'll have other updates coming up on the weekend.